guess it's time to make a video on the new update. So, if you guys don't know already, this is the new update. I think it is September 2nd. Anyway, there's a bunch of agent changes that I'm going to be going over. So let's hop into customs first to show you guys. Alright guys, so the first change I'm going to be going over with is Sage. So if you guys don't know already, her wall has been reduced to 300 credits to buy, which might leave a good strategy if you guys like running the wall and frenzy before. And maybe you would like running the wall in a ghost or wall shields in a slow. That might be a better option for first round. So I think she actually got buffed in a way, but she got nerfed in a lot of other ways that I'm not happy with. So another thing with the wall is after you place it doesn't start at 100 health. It takes 3 seconds to go up to 100 health. So now you have to be more careful and notice that more when you are going for a wall res, because people can just easily break it and kill you now, which is a negative now. So, but there is a positive because it is cheaper. So that is everything on the wall. And next thing is the heal. So I'm gonna have to take damage to show you guys, but the heal was reduced in time, so it takes 10 seconds and you can only heal 60 HP on yourself. One more thing with Sage is that her slow was greatly decreased in size, 30%, but that looks much more than 30% to me. I remember when it was really big and it got nerfed a lot. So in my opinion, Sage should be reverted on a couple things, especially her heal. But I think the slow also should be a bit bigger than this, because I mean this is good and all, but it's not the best because you can only slow one doorway. Like before, you could probably put your slow and it would go up in here and here. Now it'll just, it'll slow the entrance of here and here, but it won't get as deep into the doorway as I wanted to now. So that is everything on Sage. Her res was not changed, and let's get into the next agent. Alright guys, so the next agent that I'm going to be going over with is Breach, and if you haven't noticed already, he has 3 flashes, so you can flash 3 times, 1, 2, and 3 times. Blinding. And also the flashes are going to pop out faster. I believe it is I think it was changed. It was not a big decrease in time, but it was changed, and I can kind of notice it. The flashes are going to pop out faster. So before I was complaining about the flashes being too long, so this is actually really good. Breach has a big nerf, or big buff rather. And his aftershock was not changed, but his flashes were. So now he has 3, and they pop out faster. And one thing with this concussion is that people that get concussed cannot scope in anymore. So, but since I'm myself, I can't scope in. Let's say they had an op and you get flash or concussed, you cannot scope in after that. So, and the next thing is, I think this is the most OP chain buff they put to Breach, and this is his ult. Look how fast it goes.
My ult's ready.
That's gonna make it so much easier to push. And if you've not seen my other video on Breach, I'm gonna link it down in the description or have it at the end of this video. But basically, that's gonna make my Breach ult jump trick go much better.
My ult's ready.
See, you can just run with it and it pops way faster. Usually when you pop a Breach ult, if you don't time it right, they can kill you before they get concussed. So that is a big pro to me. And the flashes are also a big pro. So I think Breach is much more viable now than he was before. Alright guys, so that's it on Breach, and let's get into the next agent. Alright guys, so here is Viper, and her changes, I have to go back in the pregame phase to show you this, but her changes include, so say you have your poison orb right here, and your teammates walk in, they will not take decay now, and that is a really good change, because if you ult right here, your teammates can freely go in your ult without worrying about decay, and yeah, that's a really big buff. So that's gonna go really well with her ultimate, since her teams can stay inside it as well. You can hold a site much better. And another thing you may or may not have noticed already is that it shows up on the map, which is I guess it's good too. That's just a little change they added. And I'm pretty sure the last change is that, or there's two changes, but with her wall. But her wall goes up faster. So as you can see how much faster it goes.
Toxins going up.
And see how fast it goes when you press E again. And that is really good because sometimes I've noticed before playing a Viper a little bit that her wall goes up way too slow. Like it takes a couple seconds to come up, and if you don't time it right, they could be holding to kill you.
Screen down.
Which is the same thing with kind of the same thing I mentioned with Breach. So I'll show you Viper's. I'll show you the last change of Viper now. Alright guys, so the last change with Viper is that she can put up her wall pre-game, which is good and bad. It can give you better sight lineups, but it can notify the other team where you're pushing. But you could also bait them. So say you're attacking B and but I would be on the other side. But you can put up your wall before. So say I put up my wall, but like going this way. And I could be the only one on B. My whole other team could be on A. I could activate the wall, make noise, and that'll get them to rotate pre-round, or at least a couple, and then that'll leave your team to push A. And it's also good for defending because you can put your wall through the barrier mid if you have a lineup or something. If you want to do that, and you have much more time to line up than in game, which is a big pro in my opinion. So. Viper is also a really viable agent now. I think Viper and Breach were not so good before, but right now they had a couple buffs and it helped them out a lot. So I think they'll be more viable and competitive. Just not sure yet. So let's look at the next agent change, which isn't really a big change, but I'll show you anyway. Alright guys, so basically this change is very subtle, and I'm not even sure if people notice it, but basically the graphics on his Sova were fixed, and his cape movement was fixed, so he'll just look better playing. Let's get into the last agent. I'm pretty sure that had changed. Alright guys, so first change with Killjoy is, this is the last agent that was changed in patch 1.07. So the first thing that was changed, and I think everybody expected this to change, but basically her swarm grenade damage was reduced, which thank God, that was great. It got reduced from 60 to 40 damage per second, I'm pretty sure, and so that'll make it less annoying to deal with, because I know I died to this so many times because of the amount of damage it does is crazy. And also the time that it takes to activate it got a bigger delay, if you know what I mean. So that it won't be, you can't just throw it and immediately activate it. So the enemy team will have more time to break it. So that is good too, and balances Killjoy a little more as well. And the last thing Killjoy is with her Nano Swarm is that you can see it better on the ground. I know before you had to get I think within this range to see it, and maybe I'm not sure exactly the range, but it just got easier to see. So yeah. So Killjoy's turret also got some changes. So basically the turret now more effectively shoots at the last enemy's location. So say a Jet's right here, it's getting shot by a turret, she smokes herself, it'll keep shooting in the area more effectively than before. Because I know you can basically hide behind smokes a lot in the same area, and the turret will just stop shooting. Which actually I think it doesn't make a big change, but I guess it kind of helps sometimes. So, and the last change with her turret is that it doesn't get revealed by Sova's arrow. So before, say you shoot your arrow right here, garage, or on the other side, it would still reveal the turret, and now it doesn't. So I guess that helps conceal Killjoy's location more, because if you see that, you might think she's there, you know what I mean? So yeah, basically that was everything with the agents. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't read the patch notes, this video probably helped you figure out what was going on. And if you like this video, be sure to drop a sub. I'm close to 80 subscribers. That'd be awesome if I could get that by the end of next week or this week. That'd be pretty cool, because I've been growing pretty fast, and I just want to thank you guys for supporting me, so I can make more videos and stay motivated. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Have a great day.